Unions have issued a dire warning over staffing levels in the Queensland Ambulance Service. They say figures obtained under Right to Information show hundreds of shifts haven't been filled, putting patient safety at risk. But ambulance officials say that's not the case.
They're trained to deal with a range of medical emergencies, but the union representing paramedics say the ambulance service itself is sick.
It's getting to the crisis point of where lives are going to be put at risk, and this isn't the paramedics.
This quite simply is just not true. The QAS is now and as always is ready to respond to our community. We're not in a crisis.
The union has obtained figures showing staff shortages increased during winter. In August, 400 shifts went unfilled, around 8% of total shifts across Brisbane. That's hundreds more than in May, when just over 2% of shifts went vacant.
But this means vehicles sitting stationary in ambulance stations and not responding because paramedics aren't there to staff them.
It's the latest salvo in a long-running industrial dispute. The ambulance service says it's a union scare campaign and no one has been put at risk.
And we maintained our service delivery throughout those winter months, despite some unfilled shifts and despite high demand from the sick in our community.
100 extra paramedics have been committed this financial year, but the union says it needs 600 to replace retiring staff and a bigger workload from an ageing population. Labor isn't committing to extra resources ahead of the state election.
We will be sitting down with frontline workers and we will be taking their concerns on board.
The Premier says the ambulance service has improved under the LNP.
If you call an ambulance in the north side of Brisbane today, it comes more quickly than it did 2.5 years ago.
The union plans to step up its campaign next week. Louisa Rebgetz, ABC News, Brisbane.